WWE must do this with Jade Cargill, or else I'm afraid that her career may be ending before it really even gets started, because we all know that Jade Cargill has a ton of potential in WWE. She was brought into WWE to be a women's world champion. That was the expectation in 2023 when she jumped ship from AEW to WWE, and you best believe that that is still the game plan in WWE. But a lot of fans that are speculating, they're wondering, okay, what is WWE actually doing with Jade Cargill? Think about it. Let's set the scene. Jade Cargill won the Queen of the Ring tournament. She set the stage for a truly breakout year in 2025. While AEW was left in the dust in 2023 and WWE tried to make Jade Cargill the biggest star possible once she signed with the company, then they made every calculated decision known to mankind in 2024, bringing her in at the Royal Rumble, having a calculated game plan in terms of, okay, the entrance is going to be perfect, her outfit's going to be perfect, her in-ring work is going to be perfect. We're not going to let her talk. Oh, by the way, we're going to turn her babyface, put her together with one of our most popular stars in Bianca Belair, and have them be a tag team, while albeit trying to micromanage the heck out of Jade Cargill, minimize any negativity and criticism, and oh, by the way, making her a two-time women's tag team champion. Now, 2025 has been the complete opposite. We're going to let her talk more. We're going to let her sell more. We're going to branch her out as a single star, and we're also going to give her a mega push. We're going to do so by putting her into one of the best feuds of the year, which was with Naomi. We're going to have her beat Asuka in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Oh, by the way, we're going to have her challenge Tiffany Stratton for the women's title at SummerSlam, and everything fell apart because Jade Cargill lost to Tiffany Stratton, a devastating blow to her momentum and a complete shocker to many. Now, let's talk about it. What has WWE got to do with Jade Cargill? Well, I can tell you this, because on the latest episode of Click This, WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash talked about Jade Cargill and sharing his belief that she is miscast as a babyface. You don't say. And that her true money-making potential is as a heel. Once again, you don't say. This is what he had to say, and then I'm going to break down why I actually agree with him. He said this in regards to Jade getting criticized by fans. He said, a lot of people give Jade like, oh, she hasn't improved at all. Like, are you watching the same matches? She hasn't improved since AEW? She's improved vastly. I would 100% agree. He also talked about their problem. He said, the effing problem is you have with Jade is that she's a heel. She's not a babyface. I mean, she's a natural heel. She looks like a Marvel comic character. She's a narcissist. I just don't get it, man. In regards to his advice to her, he said, I tell her, you should be a heel. And then as to why he believes that WWE has not booked her as a heel, he said, I think that will be the next progression we go, because the money is with her and the match she just had. There's a rematch there. If you turn her heel, she's got that. Then she's got someone like Rhea Ripley to work with. So let's break everything down, because he made 4 really, really good points. The criticism. The criticism has always been there with Jade Cargill. The criticism has been there since her AEW tenure, right? She's overhyped. She underdelivers. She's not as good as everybody wants to make her to be out to be. She's getting a mega push when she doesn't deserve it. She's too green. She can't talk, yada, yada, yada. There has always been criticism with her. Her matches are either too short or they're too long. She doesn't sell enough. She takes too much. She's oversell. She's not a very good seller. Like, all of these things I've read online from people. I have. And it's just a reality of the situation. In regards to what the problem actually is, and he's 100% right. She's a natural heel. She is no different from a Tiffany Stratton or a Charlotte Flair or an MJF. There are just people in life that you just don't like, or there's something about them that you don't like, or they're easily dislikable, right? There's always something here, something there. I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it, but I just don't like them. There's a quality of that. She has that. And I think a large part of it is because she has confidence. She has her confidence in herself. She has confidence in her ability. She has confidence in what she can go out there and do inside that sword circle under those bright lights. She just does. So she comes across as a natural heel. She comes across as not a baby face. she does actually look like a Marvel comic character. Okay, she is a narcissist. I think Kevin Nash, and say what you want to say about Kevin Nash. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin Nash, but I cover his podcast every week. I've listened to his podcast every week. He does bring up valid points of if you have something that works, meaning Jade Cargill is better off as a heel than a babyface, then I don't know. Here's an idea. Just don't fight fate. Just go with it. If Jade Cargill is a better heel, then just go with it. Don't worry about, well, I want to push her as a babyface and I need her to be a babyface. No, 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 no. Where's the money at? Is the money in her being a heel or is the money being in a babyface? Well, it's being in a heel, right? She already is hated by fans. She's already disliked by fans. Well, you know what? The best heels in the world, they use that as motivation. They use that as promo material. They use that as something that they can get a rile out of the fans. Like, I already know that you don't like me, and so I'm going to rub it in your face. Every reasons why you don't like me, I'm going to do. That's what heels are. Heels bring a little bit of truth and then they over the top deliver. They exploit that truth to their ability and they do anything in their power to prove that they were right. That's a heel, right? So I think you have to do that if you're WWE. I think you have to do that if you're Jade Cargill because at the end of the day, we are in a business. You are in a wrestling business. You are trying to draw money. You are trying to make money. You are trying to get your product in front of as many eyeballs as possible and charge them the highest amount of money possible in order to do so. It's always been like that. It will always be like that. At the end of the day, that is the wrestling business. You can take your feelings, you can take the way that you look at things and then you try to do it from a monetary standpoint and a business standpoint. You know, the problem with Jey Uso was, hey, all these people got behind him and they pushed him as a top star. And then what happened? He hit a ceiling, right? It doesn't matter how popular he is. If he can't overcome certain things, then he's never going to be the actual guy. He can be a popular guy, but there's so many different things that come across when you're trying to present a main event guy. He has to be able to talk without being winded. He has to be able to work without botching. And Jade Cargill is going to find that there are levels to this game and that there are levels to becoming a main eventer or a top star. You can be a top star without being a main eventer. You just can, right? So I think you have to really, really dial that in. You have to really look at facts instead of just throwing in your opinion, because at the end of the day, Jade Cargill is money, and WWE thinks that she's money, so therefore she's going to get a push like she is money.